Welcome to the Healing Space. If you are new to my videos, my name is Paraluman and I am an inner transformation coach and a pranic healer. And I have been in this healing space for the last 18 years. And so as I was doing my inner reflection, as 2025 is really, like time is flying so fast that it's only 1 month to go and 2025 will be officially over. And so while I was doing my inner reflection, taking stock of everything that happened this year, and of course, the highlight would be going home to my home country, the Philippines, and doing my classes, meeting new people, meeting new students. So that is really something that I'm always very excited and very happy. And so yeah, I am from the Philippines. I am born in the Philippines, but right now I'm living in India as I'm married to an Indian. So Philippines and India are my two home countries. And there was just so much that happened in the Philippines. So much like earthquakes happened one after the other, and then storms happen, big typhoons happen one after the other. And adding to that is all the political corruption and drama that is happening. So there is a lot of, people are hurting and people are feeling helpless. And so I feel for that. It's like you want to do something for your people. So I was reflecting on that, and then I realized that there's actually something that I can do, because I always feel that, when you do something, it's something that is like coming from your heart, so that it is easy to do, and it is, you don't have to force yourself. And I realized that really in this last 18 years of my life, when that very, you can call a dark phase of my life happened way back in 2005, when I gave birth to my son. I actually experienced postpartum depression, but at that time I didn't even know that that was what was happening to me. So I actually realized it only after 2 years that I was into depression, and that is when I really was yearning and crying out to God to really, help me, because it was just, it was dark. I was feeling helpless. I was feeling so broken, and I don't know what to do with my life. And then I have a son. It's like, you're given another responsibility, and yet you yourself, you have not even, how do you call it? You have not even figured out your own self. So that was actually one of the main cause of that depression, and that propelled me to do a very deep inner search, on how I can bring myself back to wholeness. And one of the reasons I think for that is really this very deep yearning and emptiness inside me, which I don't have an answer or a description at that time. I didn't know what I was looking for, what I was searching for, but there was always this very deep emptiness inside me. And I'm married to a very loving husband, but still, you don't feel happy. So that was really a very big turning point of my life. And of course, I will be sharing that in another video, so that I can fully share my healing journey. And that turning point led me to become a pranic healer and now an inner transformation coach, which never in my wildest dream would I think that I will be doing what I'm doing right now, because the upbringing I had, the kind of outlook in life I had, I never really imagined that I will become a healer one day. So I think, I have proven that whatever has happened in our life, it's at that point when it happens, we will not know its meaning or purpose. But after some time, we will always know, there will always be a point in our life when we get to know that, oh, that is the reason why it has happened to me. It has a very deep meaning and a very deep purpose for your life. And so when I was reflecting on that, I really wanted to serve more, to reach out to more people. And I realized that I have this platform, to be able to serve and to be able to teach and share the many lessons, the many learnings that I have gathered. That's why I call myself a student of life, because I don't know, I'm really passionate of knowing or understanding things in a deeper way. And when I also started out as a pranic healer way back in 2010, the teacher of pranic healing, Master Chua Koksu, has taught us that if you really want to master and be very good at something, you teach it. And so that really like clicked on me that, I've always wanted to be a teacher. So why not teach about life? So as I teach, more about life, more about understanding the self, then I get to understand more about my own self, my own life. So that became a very passionate thing for me. And so with that, I want to reach out to more people through this platform, because I've always been serving through one-on-one life coaching sessions and through bigger classes. But then I realized that not everyone can come to the classes, and many people might be might be ready to learn something about themselves. And if you are here, and if you are still listening to me, thank you so much. I feel might be these teachings might help you. So I will be sharing more. It's more about how to cleanse our life, because one of the greatest learning that I had in the pranic healing school is that if you want to create something new in your life, you have to cleanse first. There has to be a deep cleansing and purification that has to happen. So looking out in the world with all of, you can call it climate crisis. So there's a lot of, natural calamities that is happening. Then adding to that, there's so many wars in the world right now, so many conflicts, and there's like a power struggle in the world. So if you look out in the world without a higher understanding of yourself, you will just really like want to say, Lord, I give up, right? Like there is no hope in this world. And so now is the best time to go back, and try to learn and understand more about ourselves, so that we do not only live in survival mode whenever things happen. That is actually the only way that we have known how to live, to survive, to react in fight, flight, or freeze reaction. But I have learned that there is more to life than that. There is a bigger picture. There is a bigger or a higher way of doing things. And I would like to share more of that with you in this platform. And I think that is one of the reasons why the internet is here, the social media is here. It can really be used for something good, and something that all of us can benefit and we become better. So I hope I will meet you again in my future videos. I'll be sharing a lot of cleansing tools in order for you to learn how to cleanse your life, to be able to heal, to be able to create something new. And it might be a perfect life, because there's no perfect life, but at least you will learn how to become a better person every day. And I think that is a very good start, right? So thank you for your time, for listening, and I will be meeting you in my other videos. Namaste.